Hey everybody, I hope you're doing awesome today. So I have decided to do this Hayley Williams from Paramore inspired look from her Still Into You music video. It's definitely kind of bright and crazy, as you can tell, so it's more of kind of a party look or 80s, whatever you really want to use it for. I mean, I don't care if you wear it on the street. I mean, might get some looks, but you know, whatever floats your boat. So I did this look. It's not exactly like what she's wearing by any means. I didn't do her makeup, so I don't know exactly what they did, but this is my interpretation of it. So hopefully you want to learn how to do this look, even if it's just for fun. Yeah, so keep on watching. Okay, so to start off this look, I'm going to be using just a liquid foundation, and you could probably go for something like pretty heavy coverage. She definitely has like airbrushed makeup and all that good stuff to make her skin like as flawless as possible because it's a music video, and of course you have to look perfect. Whatever. So I'm not going to do that. I'm using the Revlon Nearly Naked liquid foundation, and I have the shade Vanilla. So it's, I mean, it can be a full coverage foundation, I guess, if you use it right, but it is more of like a lighter to medium coverage. But I'm going to be applying it with my Sonia Kashuk stippling brush, and that gives me kind of the best coverage. So I'm going to go ahead and get that a little bit damp. Sorry that my voice sounds funny, but I do have a cold. I've had it for about a week and I'm trying to get over it, so yes, just excuse that. Okay, so as you can see, stippling this on. Just gonna get right up to underneath the eye. I usually don't do that because it tends to crease on me, but since this is the only, I'm just doing this look for the video, I don't really care if it creases later. Okay, now I'm going to use a little bit of my Revlon ColorStay Blemish Concealer just on any little spots I have. Okay, so for concealer, once again, I'm using something that is going to kind of crease on me, but I don't really care at the moment. It's the Mercier Secret Concealer in number 1. Man, my voice. Ugh. It's okay. And I am just going to use my finger to apply this, and I'll try to do thinner layers because it is quite thick and it covers pretty well. Okay, so once my concealer, foundation, all that is done, I'm going to start setting things with powder. I'm using the Mercier Secret Brightening Powder underneath the eye. And then for the face, I'm going to use my Blu-ray pressed powder. Cargo, sorry, is the brand. And this is just going to add that much, just a little bit more coverage. Okay, now that we have none of our natural skin left, we're going to start with the eye makeup. Woohoo! Okay, so I've got pictures, so I'll be looking over to the side a little bit just so I make sure that I get this as close to hers as I can. We're going to start with our eyeshadow primer, and I'm going to use the Maybelline Color Tattoo eyeshadow in Barely Branded, and this is one of the metal collection ones. So I'm going to apply this to the entire eyelid area. And I'm just kind of patting and then also kind of brushing it, kind of blending it at the same time. And this really gives such a pretty highlight to the inner corner of the eye and just brightens it without having to like go in and add shadow there. It just kind of does that for you. I mean, because it is eyeshadow, but it's also can be used as a primer or base, whatever you want to call it. I always have this weird little wrinkle right here. So if you notice when I open my eyes, you can kind of see that like creasiness. I don't really know when that happened. Happens sometimes. It's kind of annoying, but yeah, it's gonna happen someday. Just have to deal with it. Okay. So, oh my goodness, I just dug my nail in my eyeshadow. Whoopsies. Might need to wipe that. So the first eyeshadow I'm going to be using is just a white highlight color, and I don't remember what brand this is, Milani or something like that, but it's just like a shimmery white. I'm doing this because the purple, the pink and the blue that I'm going to use are definitely more on the bright side compared to what she's wearing, because I've gotten rid of a lot of my shadows, so I don't have like every single color like I used to have, or almost every color. So I have to kind of just blend things so that they look as close as possible without being like the actual colors. So the way I'm going to do that is by blending it with a lighter shade to lighten them up. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this on with a larger brush, and starting on the lid, and then let's see here, I'm going to blend it to just about the eyebrow, maybe a little underneath it. Hopefully this works. I haven't tried this look out yet, so as I do most of the time with my videos, or maybe all the time. I think there was a few times that I had done a look before, but not usually. Just kind of play out as you go along. Oh, it's creasing here because I put a lot on. Okay, so once I've got that going on, I'm going to do a little bit of contouring. Just on my eyes. She probably has it. Well, she probably doesn't have it anywhere else. I don't know. It doesn't look like it. But I'm gonna do just a little bit on the inner corner of kind of my nose eyelid area, like right here. She definitely has that going on. So I want to do that. And the color I chose is the MAC Concrete eyeshadow, which is kind of a purpley brown, and it's on the lighter side, so I hope this works. I've done this before, but not a lot, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm using a tapered crease brush for this. So I'm gonna really just do, she has a little less space between her eyelid and her eyebrow and her eyelid than I do. I have more space, so it might look different, and it might be, for me, a little bit more challenging, but I'm just gonna lightly go in with that color and just kind of bring it up to the eyebrow. And this just really kind of adds extra definition to the eyes, as you can already tell. And it's something that I don't really recommend unless you're doing a kind of crazy look like this. It's not something you really want to do every day. It's just a little bit too much, in my opinion. So once I have that on, it looks a little scary, but don't worry. Taking a larger brush and just going to gently blend that just to lighten up the color and all that goodness. But, I mean, I like the look of it. I think it looks really cool. Like, when people do contouring the right way and for the right reasons, it tends to look pretty good. But if you just do it every day and you put too much on, it's not very pleasant. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave it like that. It may be a little bit thicker, I guess, than what she has, but once again, it's because our eye shapes are different. So, okay, moving on. I'm going to start with some color. Okay, so the colors I've chosen, like I said, are going to be brighter than what she's wearing, but I'm just going to try to apply them light so that they turn out to look like what she has. I'm using these from the Urban Decay Deluxe palette. This is Peace. That's the blue I'll use. And then Fishnet, which is kind of a purpley pink. I would prefer something a little bit more of a rosy pink, but I don't really have it. So I'm just going to go with that and hopefully it looks good. So I'm using my MAC 217 brush, which is a fluffier brush, but you can still kind of control the application. And I'm going to start with the blue. So just getting that into the brush, kind of tapping it off, and then I'll blend it a little bit on my, on my wrist so that it doesn't put so much color on when I first put it on my lid. So this color is going to be kind of more the inner corner color, as you've probably seen from the video. And I'm just going to start gently dusting that on, so you can see already that totally is lighter than what the color looked like on the palette. So it's really easy to just do this and kind of just make your own colors. It's pretty handy. And I really don't want to put too much on the areas where I'm going to put the pink, because what I have is already a little bit too purple, so that would just make it more purple, and I don't really want to do that. So as you can see, I'm kind of bringing it up to the eyebrow area. And this is, I mean, it's optional. You can really do whatever you want with this look. This is just going to be more similar to what she actually is wearing. So I'll take it to about the, kind of the arch of my eyebrow, about that far. And maybe just blend it out a little bit along there, just so we have that continuation of the color. Okay, I'm going to do the other side. I'm happy with this so far. It's good, it's good. Okay, so I'm using that same larger blending brush that I used for the contouring. So we're going in with Fishnet, or whatever pink you have. I think this is going to be great. Okay, so doing the same method, just tapping it off, blending it a little bit on my wrist so I don't get too much color. Okay, this is the fun part. Now we're going in. Oh, hello color. Come on, let's go. So I'm just doing it on the part that I didn't put the blue. So that's kind of the half of the lid and a little bit up into the crease. We're gonna get a little crazy with this color, so just be prepared. Not that you haven't already seen what it looks like, but you know, just in case you jumped and skipped the whole beginning of this video and didn't ever see the music video. Sorry, I'm talking a lot today. I started thinking about it, I was watching my videos and I'm like, man, I kind of stopped talking after a while. I just kind of got boring and I was like, that's not very fun. I don't like watching videos where people don't say anything, so sorry if that's kind of not been cool for any of you guys. I mean, I just thought it was kind of lame that I stopped doing that, but whatever. I guess I'm trying to talk more and that's why I'm talking more. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that right at that stage for now, and we'll go back and I'm going to do the same on this eye. What am I doing? Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to take that smaller tapered crease brush, and I'm using the same pink, and this is where it gets a little fun. So get your fun seatbelts on. Okay. She definitely has more defined right here, like the pink, you can definitely see kind of a line of it. So what I did was more just kind of blended it, and so it's really up to you what you want to do. It's not that difficult to make it more of a line. So I'll just kind of do that a little bit, and then we're going to bring it up and out. And I don't really know how I want to do this because I don't feel like putting tape on my face. I could, I suppose. But right now I'm just gonna kind of wing it. Okay, so just gonna take that out. Right out there, right out there. Okay, there we go. And since I put so much foundation on, this color is going to stick on my face even though I didn't put a base or a primer there. So if you do this without foundation, you're probably not going to get the same effect. So make sure you put primer or something like that so the eyeshadow will stick. I think that's pretty much how I'm going to do it. Just like that. Alright? Okay, so I'm going to do that on the other side and then we'll continue. Okay, just finished the other side, and now I'm going to do something that's going to be a little bit crazy, and this is optional, but it definitely looks like she has this going on, and what it is they, by her makeup artist, brings the color kind of onto her cheekbone area. So she's got the pink going on here, and then she even has kind of the blue underneath the eyelid. I don't know if I'm going to do that, haven't decided yet, but I am going to bring some of the pink down just really gently. And I'm using a larger fluffy brush, and I'm just going to kind of go right along here with the color. So this can make you look sickly, be careful, but if you do it right, it will look pretty awesome, I think. Okay, and then for the blue, I am going to put a little bit on. So I'm using that same 217 brush. And just going to brush that under the eye. Sorry. Okay. I think we're quitting with the eyeshadow. Just quit, okay? Where's my eyeliner? There it is. Okay, so now I'm doing eyeliner, and pretty much all she has going on is a long line that goes all the way across and just comes out here pretty far. So I'm using the Bobbi Brown gel eyeliner in black ink. Okay, so I'm using the Bobbi Brown ultra fine eyeliner pen, or brush, sorry, whatever. And just going to brush that along the top. And I'd say it's kind of like a thin to medium line, so you can always, I mean, usually I get, smaller on the inner part and then kind of thicken it as I go out. Okay. So really what it looks like is when she has her eyes shut, it's almost like not necessarily a straight line, but it's just a line that follows that pink that we applied. So I think I'm going to do this by shutting my eyes and just gently drawing that line out and following pink. Oh, come on. Ooh, that's a cool line. I like it. And it could come up a little bit more. I kind of made it a little bit straighter, I think, than what she has. So just FYI. But I still think it looks good. I don't mind it. I don't mind at all. Okay, I'm going to do that on the other side. And then I'm going to apply some mascara to my lashes. Just, you don't have to put false lashes on. She's not wearing any that I can tell anyway, but she might have individual ones in. So apply some mascara, do your eyebrows, and then we'll come back and talk about the cheeks and the lips. Alright guys, so we're moving on to the cheeks. And for the blush, I am just going to use a light purpley pink. This is MAC Dame. And it is a satin. It doesn't look like she has a ton of glitter or really even shimmer on her face. She probably has some, so that's why I'm using this one, but I really like this color. I think it'll be good for this. So I'm using just my regular Sonia Kashuk blush brush. And we're really going to focus on the apples of the cheeks. I just feel like you have to put a lot of this color on to get any payoff, but it is still pretty. Okay, so for the lips, I am going to use a mixture of items because I don't have a lipstick that is like that color, and that's because I think it's nasty looking. Personally, I mean, obviously it's a look, it's fun, I would totally wear it if I was wearing this makeup somewhere, but I just don't own one. So I'm sure you can find one. You could probably find one really cheap. Maybe NYX has one, or let me think, other brands, Rimmel possibly. Like, I'm sure there is some brand that you could find one for like $3, so totally do that. I just haven't done that, so I'm going to use some mixture of what I have. I'm using the Prestige lip liner in Love, so it's a purpley pink. It is darker, but that is why I'm going to put this color on top of it, which is Ulta in, I don't know what the shade is. That's what I don't like about these. I don't know, but I think it's baby pink, something like that. Then on top of that, I'm going to put a little bit of this lip gloss, which is Lily from Bare Escentuals, Buxom. And then hopefully we'll get a look similar to what she has. Everything I have is pretty much like a shade or two darker than what she has. And that is just kind of how it turned out, which I have darker eyebrows, probably darker skin a little bit, so I guess it kind of just works out for that. So I'm going to line them and fill them in with this. Okay, so applying the lipstick. Put a lot of lipstick on. This lipstick smells like something I would have used when I was like 7 or 8. I do like their lipsticks though, they're not bad. Okay, and then a little bit of the lip gloss. I don't really know if this is going to do anything. So this may not be exactly like what she's wearing, definitely darker, but it's still kind of an in-your-face, bright, purpley pink. Sorry. It's just really gloppy. Okay, so thanks for watching this video, you guys. I had a lot of fun with this makeup. I obviously have not done something this crazy for a long time, so it was good to just kind of work that creativity and get that out. So hopefully you liked it. I don't think it looks exactly like hers, as I've been saying the whole video, so this is my interpretation of her look in whatever that video is called. I just looked it up. Still Into You. There you go. But yeah, it's fun. It's whatever, crazy. You can go to parties or whatever you want to do. This might even be a good kind of Halloween look. I know it's still a few months away, but you totally could do that. I probably would, actually. I think I would. This could be a good 80s look for sure. So anyway, I'll stop talking now. Thank you again for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!